Hey, what is up, Internet? Kyle here, Slapshot Toys, getting ready to do another toy hunt. All right, so this beginning is going to be a little bit different because I'm actually in Columbus, Ohio, and I had an awful work week, insanely stressful, insanely busy. And one of my favorite things, probably my favorite thing to do to relieve stress, some people give massages, some people do yoga, meditate. I get tattooed. So I'm up here in Columbus to get some work done on my leg. So I'm gonna kind of show you some of that process to begin this little toy hunt video. Hope you guys enjoy it. All right, so obviously I am done with my tattoo work, and through the magic of editing, it is now the next day. Yeah, so that was a ton of fun going up to Columbus. So it's actually really cool. I go to a shop in Cincinnati called Silkworm Tattoo. An amazing artist named Kevin Betch actually does all the work on my arms. And then I have a guy up in Columbus, Brandon Blevins, at a place called Stained Ink Tattoo. That's where I was yesterday. Does all the work on my leg. Got some really cool stuff that I'm really excited about, and I will show you at the end of the video. But today, this is probably what everyone's actually interested in, and that is a toy hunt. It has been freaking forever since I've been at the toy department. So that's where I'm sitting out in front of right now. So we're gonna go in and see what they have. All right, so as with all my videos, you guys know, anytime I'm in here, I'm going to the DC section first. So there's some Batman Robin figures, some Forever counter figures, some animated series, Forever. Looking to see. So I already have the Arrow Strike. I don't need that one. Do have a Catwoman back there. Got the Metallo, some of the Primal Age Funkos. Actually, a lot of the animated series. Got a Bane, Ra's al Ghul, Joker. And actually, it looks like they have a pretty good restock on the Legends of Batman too. So we have a couple Catwomans. Got the Crusader Robin. Another Joker back there. So they'll come falling down. We put those back up. Coming through here, some of the DC Direct figures. DC Icons, Batman. Some of the supervillains, Earth 2, Justice League. Animated series, Harley, Mr. Freeze, Joker. Quite a bit of DC today. I come over here, we do have a lot of the newer McFarlane figures. So we have the Azrael Batman, Cyborg. It's like just the Grim Knight Batman. Then the Azrael Batman armor. And let's see what else we have. We have the Wonder Woman in the gold wingsuit. See another of the Batman Detective Comics 1000 back there. Over here we have the Superman Unchained. We have the Metals Marauder machine. And then the Green Lantern, I forget what his actual name is, back there as well. So actually have a good stock of McFarlane DC figures. Show you a quick shot of the display case over here. I do have the Spawn 10th anniversary figure. That thing looks absolutely amazing. I've really wanted to get that for a while, but 150 bucks, I don't know about that right now. And then some loose NECA figures down here. This is a quick pan over the Marvel section here. So we have a lot of selects. Come over here into some DC figures, some Polaris Kai, some import figures, superpowers, a couple statues up top. So just a good eclectic mix of all sorts of different figures right here. Quite a few of the Diamond Gallery statues, got a couple Deadpools, got Black Widow from
Infinity War, Thor from Ragnarok. Giant supersized Wolverine right there. We're here with some Marvel figures, so we can have some of the giant legends, some of the icons, some of the old Toy Biz. And then here's the DC and Marvel case. So quite a few legends in here, as well as their Build-A-Figure selection. Alright, let's give everybody a quick overview of the Legends wall. So here's all the Toy Biz figures. I'm not gonna dig through a whole lot of these, and actually this is really freaking cool. I had never seen that, but they actually have X-Men vs Street Fighter video game figures. That's actually really cool. Zangief and Rogue. That is actually a really cool find. Continuing here, just more of the Toy Biz stuff. So again, I'm not gonna dig through all this, but as you can see, they have a ton of it. So this isn't like obviously something that I really collect a whole lot, since I've pretty much given up Marvel at this point. And here's the new Hasbro Legends. But at least want to give you guys a good look at, you know, just the amount of figures that they do have. So like I said, if there's anything that you're looking for, almost 90% of the time that they're going to have it in stock here. And just a little quick pan. Not going to show too much of this, but the giant pop wall. All right, so here's the NECA section. Got the Jason mask, a couple of action figures, Hitman, Playarts Kai, a Bioshock figure, some Back to the Future, Pennywise from It, some of the Turtle 2-packs, Planet of the Apes, Contra, Interstellar. I didn't even know they made figures for that movie. And down here, some Metal Gear Solid, open Spawn set, and it's a Pacific Rim. All right, here's the section that I'm super interested in, along with the DC. So seeing what different Lego sets that they have. So up there they have the Indiana Jones Raiders of the Lost Ark plane. That is awesome. I'd definitely like to have that for like my movie Lego collection. Do have the Ultimate Collector Series Millennium Falcon for $950. Do have the 89 Batmobile for $200, which I believe is actually retail for that. And then Jurassic World, got some Technic sets. Got the old Solo Millennium Falcon, Mega Blocks, Enterprise, Batmobile, and then the Batcave. All right, I'm looking kind of through these. Is there anything I'm super interested in? Right now, I really kind of would like to pick up a lot of the Christmas sets. Not seeing a whole lot. Really, Star Wars wise, I really want the AT-AT and the Razor's Crest, which I don't see right here. But let's see if we see anything that might be interesting to build. I'm looking for a little bit bigger sets, I think, right now, and I don't see anything. It is this Luke's little mini X-Wing set. I'm trying to find stuff that's just a little bit bigger. It really fills out my Star Wars display. So like really the Ultimate Collector Series is I think really what I'm gonna be really going for. And just a quick view of their pre-built Lego case right here.
So inside of your wrists, please.
So I never really show this type of stuff in my videos, but give you guys just a quick view of like the Monster High kind of more Barbie themed aisle here. They actually do have quite a bit. So for you, this is not just straight action figures and Star Wars and G.I. Joe and Marvel and DC. They do actually have a decent selection of Barbies, Monster High dolls, and just things of that nature. And just a quick kind of super overview of the McFarlane section here. And again, I'm sorry, I'm trying to show you guys as much as I can without getting like super specific, but hopefully you guys are getting a good idea of what they have in stock right now. So what's really funny is just about, I don't know, a year and a half ago, I bought most of these Spawn figures for like 10, 15 bucks, carded in packaging. And now with the Kickstarter and just like the whole McFarlane line of DC and everything else, these figures are now up to 40, 50, 60, 70 bucks, which is just crazy. I do have a Mike Madonna McFarlane figure. I'd like to get some more of the hockey figures. Madonna was always one of my favorite players, so this one would be kind of cool to have. And not gonna spoil anything, but this actually has significant meaning for something that's gonna happen in March. Hint, hint. And again, just a quick pan over the Masters of the Universe stuff. This display case. And then we have some packaged turtles.
You guys can all come in.
Fun stuff? Yep. Alright, so we'll give you guys a quick little look here at the Star Wars section. Again, just trying to give you guys an overview, not going to dig through every little thing, but hopefully there's something you guys want to see here on the front pegs. Over here we have the more modern 6-inch Black Series figures. And the Star Wars cases here.
No le creas, tú no me conoces. Bueno o malo que te digan que yo limpiaba, no le creas. Sí, pues yo soy bonita, sí, no le conozco tanto porque no se me es un fruto de todo. Por eso que no tiene ni idea.
And then come over here, they do have some of the Ghostbusters, new Hasbro figures. The stands, back men. So do quite a few of those. Actually, it looks like they almost have all of them. Looks like they might, because they actually had to. Like I said, they have quite a few down there. I remember these as a kid. I wanted these so bad, and Jesus Christ, those are worth a lot of money now, apparently. Sub-Zero, 55 bucks. That is freaking cool, though. All right, so just give you guys another quick little shot of the G.I. Joe case here. Again, I don't really know a whole lot about this, but I know everyone is going after a lot of these new classified series. So it looks like they have quite a few of them here in this case. Got some vehicles down there. Actually had that vehicle as a kid. And then the loose figure case right here.
Yes.
Daddy, come here. I found stuff that we could get for toys, but I don't know.
Okay. And while I'm up here, just a quick shot of their higher end. Oh, sorry, James. My bad. So,
At least worry next time, dude.
right, my bad.
So we are obviously done at the toy department, and unfortunately there really wasn't anything actually at the store that I really needed to add to my collection, so I actually left empty-handed. But I hope you guys enjoyed the footage. It was so much fun to actually get back in that store and walk around. I think it's probably been about 5 months since I've actually been in there, so it was really cool to see all the new stuff that they had, and hopefully you guys enjoyed that footage. But I did get a lot of positive feedback from the record hauls and just showing off some of the records that I'm collecting. So I got a pretty decent sized haul all this past week, so I definitely want to share that with you. But first, I got a ton of requests online about wanting to see my actual turntable setup. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that, and then we'll get to the actual record haul. And as promised, here is my turntable setup. So the machine that I use is an Audio-Technica ATLP 120X. In my opinion, this is the best kind of mid-range, maybe a little bit higher than mid-range price point turntable. I love that I can actually customize a lot of the parts and upgrade them. Like I can actually change out the cartridge and add a new needle, get something a little bit nicer, a little bit better. This is still the stock one because it's still working pretty well. And then as far as receiver, I just have it running through my really old Onkyo surround sound. This record haul, I got a ton of stuff from several different places. So the first record I picked up is from a super small indie label in North Carolina called Blasphemer Records, and the band is Lois, and this is their self-titled EP. Now this is actually a musician from Cincinnati who is actually in quite a few of my favorite bands like Terror, and he was also the vocalist for Treason, and this is his more death metal side project. So this is a really, really awesome record, especially if you're a fan of like Impending Doom, Fit for an Autopsy, some of the more kind of faster, thrashier death metal bands, like I guess deathcore for lack of a better term. If you're into that style of music, this is definitely something to check out. So this is the white with black streaked variant. So if I can get this out of here so you can see, so it's a white vinyl. There's a couple little black streaks in mine. Some of the other ones I've seen online are the blacks a lot more pronounced, but still really cool to have. This is limited to 152 copies. Unfortunately, I had a work meeting when this released, and I missed out on some of the lower number pressings, but I was super excited to be at least able to get a copy of this record in my collection. So the next record we got is from Patient Zero Records. They're a super small label in Massachusetts, and this is actually a repressing. So this is Four Walls Falling. They are one of the, for lack of a better term, godfathers of straight edge hardcore. This record is actually from 1989. This is the 2020, obviously, repressing of that record. So super stoked to have this in my collection. Like if you're into a lot of like the Minor Threats, Bad Brains, a lot of the old actual like hardcore from New York and DC. This is definitely something you want to check out, and this is really cool. So this was limited to 96 copies. I believe the entire pressing run was 300, and this is the 96 variant. This comes with a exclusive cover that was only available through Patient Zero, and then this split here with the gold and black vinyl. Really, really cool. So the next record I picked up comes from Safe Inside Records, and the band is Sunset, album name Destroyer. Now this is a hardcore band from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Phenomenal melodic hardcore. As soon as I heard this, I knew I had to have it in my collection. Unfortunately, I slept on it a little bit too long because the variant I got, the overall press run was 500. The variant I got is this really cool purple. This was limited to 300. However, there was a split that half of it was blue, half of it was orange. That was limited to 200. And I just missed that out by like a day or two because I was like, oh, they're going to have them online, and yeah, I waited too long. But still really cool to have the 300 variant of the purple. So happy to have this in my collection. And the next record, I actually owe a huge thank you to Craig from Not Another Retro Channel, or as Narc, as many of you guys know him. Just to preface this a little bit, Josh, Craig, and I, we always geek out a little bit about music because in college and high school, like we were all pretty much into the same style of stuff. We were super big into the emo and screamo and just all of that fun stuff. So he texted me the other day asking me if I knew about a special deal that a super, super small indie record label named Amazon had online, and it was for one of my favorite albums from that screamo time period in my life, and it was When Everything Falls by Haste Today. So this is definitely like one of those albums that I absolutely just wore out in college and just absolutely loved. The melodic choruses, the screams from Jimmy Ryan, because this band was never the same once Jimmy left, and yeah, just could not pass this up. Because I bought it from Amazon, I have no idea what the print size is. I would assume it's pretty high because Solid State is a huge record label, and if it's on Amazon, then it's not something probably super limited. But really cool looking vinyls. I usually take these out of the little protective inner sleeve, but I forgot on this one. But a really cool like translucent green, which goes with the artwork very well. So there you have it. Thank you so much, Craig. I wouldn't have gotten this without you. And these last couple records all came in one order from a company called Rev HQ. They are an online hardcore and metal online shop. The first one that we have up is a band from Boise, Idaho, and it is Rejection Pact. I looked everywhere online and I could not find an actual pressing size on this record, but the one that I got was a really cool black and white split, which I thought looked really, really awesome. These guys are phenomenal melodic hardcore. I would say if you're a fan of groups like Stick to Your Guns, Comeback Kid, those type of hardcore bands, definitely check out Rejection Pact. And the next record comes from a band from St. Louis, Missouri. Their name is Redbait. The album is Cages. They are actually from St. Louis, Missouri, and one really cool thing about them is they actually have 2 female singers, so I really enjoyed that, and they just play amazing hardcore punk, super fast, super aggressive, almost kind of on the verge of noise punk. And this record was limited to 600 copies. 200 of those were a translucent green, 400 of them were what I got, and that is this awesome translucent pink. So a really cool color on this vinyl. And the next record in this order is actually one of my favorite releases from 2020. The band is Vanguard. The album is Rage of Deliverance. These guys are just straight vegan, straight edge hardcore. So I would say like musically they're very similar to like Terror. Even through like maybe a more melodic comparison or maybe more metalcore comparison of the Ghosts Inside. So if you're into that style of music, definitely check out Vanguard. This album is amazing. And another awesome thing about it, this was the Rev HQ exclusive variant. I couldn't find the actual numbers because they were taken down because this is completely sold out on their site. But it was a blue and purple little swirl there. And then on the back, because like I said, they are a vegan band, this is supposed to be ox blood. And then you have your mass savior saving a sheep. So awesome artwork. Absolutely love this record. So that brings us to our spotlight record of the week, and actually this record came in this Rev HQ order. I just love the album and the actual vinyl colors so much I was like, I'm gonna actually make this my spotlight because it's freaking amazing. And it comes from the band World Be Free, album title One Time for Unity. This comes from Scott Vogel. If you're not familiar with him, he is the vocalist for Terror, which is one of my all-time just favorite hardcore bands. This is his more kind of punk, skate punk side project, and it is absolutely amazing. If you are a fan of groups like Pennywise, I even throw like maybe like early Rise Against, H2O, another big comparison I can make off this one. Even maybe like something like early Offspring. If you kind of enjoyed that, then maybe check this out. But this is a perfect kind of gateway drug, if you will, going from kind of like more, I guess, pop punk and some of the more radio-friendly punk. And if you're trying to get into hardcore, I would definitely check this out because it's like kind of a good transition. This is just a phenomenal record. Every song on it, I listen to it nonstop. It has not left my turntable other than to do this video in the last week. So yeah, definitely super excited for it. So definitely check it out. And then just the icing on the cake is this amazing black and gray. They call it a Starburst, but just a amazing looking vinyl here. And then this is a one-sided, so all the record is pressed here on this side. And then when you flip it over, I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see it. Hopefully the light will catch it, but there is World Be Free, their logo, etched there on the back, and just a amazing art piece of a record. And so that is going to do it for the haul. Again, I'm very sorry that there wasn't an actual toy haul. Just with collecting records and shoes and some other stuff, I need to be super selective about the toys I pick up for the collection. And Toy Department, while they had some really cool stuff, just didn't have anything that I had to have. But I hope you guys are really enjoying the record hauls because I am absolutely loving putting them together. Music is my passion, so it's like one of those things that it just works so incredibly well that I can actually share a lot of my love for music with you guys as well. Let me know in the comments if you are, and especially let me know in the comments if there are any bands that I have mentioned so far that you guys have checked out and you've really enjoyed. Also, if there's any bands that you think I would be into, definitely let me know. I love finding and supporting independent music, so any recommendations you guys have, let me know in the comments below. But I think that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for checking them out. It means the absolute world to me, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya. Oh, actually, I completely forgot. I meant to show you my tattoos. So here are the 2 tattoos I got on my leg.